All right, welcome to the second 30-day progress video. So that means we're at 60 days now. 60 days from exactly today, I started my own AI automations agency with absolutely zero knowledge in both the AI space, coding space, and just general business space in general. I just said general twice. Um, I, I am in the process of going for a business degree in school, but they don't really teach you how to run your own business. It's really just generalized business stuff for, when you move up in management and whatnot. But yeah, that's not to say I haven't learned a lot because I have. But anyways, this is about a progress video. Now, something that's pretty great is that last month we made $750, which wasn't much. Don't get me wrong, but this month we've made $2,000 now, which that's still not a whole lot. But the way I see it, that's roughly 2.5 times what I made last month, and so that sounds like growth and progress to me. Excuse me. So, with that being said, let's go over some of the stuff that I've been working on. Now, first and foremost, I have been working very heavily on my networking within this community I'm a part of, AI Foundations. AI Foundations has been a valuable asset to me. They're where I got all the clients I've been working with so far. But I think sometime in the near future, I'm going to be looking towards working on Upwork, actually. I kind of have a really good idea for that. Something that I have been working on with, well, I'll get into that in a minute. So, something else that I've been working on is partnerships with a few people. So, currently I'm working on a partnership with RBP. The owner is Adam Sand, and Adam Sand has actually been not only a client for me, but a very valuable business mentor in this field. Now, although he is not in the AI field particularly, his business, he is, the fact of the matter is that like a lot of business related things cross over no matter what business you're in, like, client acquisition and retaining and finances and just project management. A lot of that stuff crosses over, and so he's been a very valuable asset with just being able to share all of his knowledge with me that he's got. He's not trying to prevent me from failing, because ultimately you can't stop that from happening, but he's giving me a lot of insight into some of the things that I can potentially look towards and plan for, so that when I do get hit with it, it's not quite as much of a surprise, and I have the ability to sort of plan how to navigate these rough waters. So that's been great. Adam, if you're seeing this, shout out to you. Thank you for all your help and your mentorship. I look forward to continuing to partner with you and your company. Also, sorry for blowing up your phone so much. I know we message a lot over personal messages, but it's been great. So don't blame me too much for that one. But so thanks for always getting back to me. Anyways, this other partnership that I'm working on, his name is Miguel. I call him Migs, and he is out of South Africa. He is currently in the process of reinventing himself, so he says, which I really resonate with actually, because I quit my job to start this business because I felt like I was meant for more than just working for someone else. I felt like I had more to offer the world and more to offer myself and my family and just everything in general. And he feels the exact same way. So him and I have been working together. He sees AI as essentially like the .com era, similar to the way I did. And we decided to essentially just work together. Now, this main project we're working on here, let me just open this up. I won't, if you guys want to stop and pause, I'm going to go over it really quickly, but where is it at here? Master list. Oh, that's my assignment. So basically what we did here, and I'll just give a quick scroll through, not going to stop. Um, yeah, it's massive. It's a massive list of 90 plus agents. And essentially what we did here was we we found the top 9 most common or most important departments within an organization, and then figured out what the top 10 highest performing ROI automations that could be implemented into these departments. And so our thought process for this was, well, this actually not hits 2 birds with one, actually 3 birds with one stone. So the first one is that this starts building us out an arsenal that we can repurpose for multiple other people later on, and it also gives us some good selling points because it, tells us how it works essentially, which we know how it works, we build it out. But this, just a refresher while you're on the sales call. But then it not only targets main organizations with multiple departments in it, so we can sell stacks of automations, but it also, for example, HR, right? There are you can have an HR department within an organization, or you could have a organization that is strictly revolved around HR, like in a recruitment firm. So we figure we'll build these out one section at a time. We're working on HR right now. We've got 3 built out, and once we get HR knocked out, we'll then have a stack of automations that we can market to other people, and we will focus on firms that are specializing in these departments, and then slowly migrate into other organizations that have multiple departments that we can sell larger stacks to. So that's kind of where our thought process here is. We're trying to be, everybody keeps telling me, you need to find a niche, you need to find a niche, you need to find a niche, and maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by going against what everybody is saying, but this feels right to me. I don't feel like I should, I specialize in understanding business as a whole, and so I don't understand why I should be focusing myself to one specific area. I've never been good at just sticking to one thing, and so to me, it feels like I need to really just focus on business, revamping businesses, overall departments, and if I go and I market to a company and they're like, hey, I can improve your HR department drastically, but your HR department also works in tandem with your sales department. I also have a tech build or an automation build out to revamp your sales department as well. And here's how it works. And they can work together because then you've got the HR onboarding for the client integration or acquisition, and then you've got your sales and you got marketing, and it all comes together. You see what I'm saying? So I just, this feels right. This is the path that I want to go down, and so far I've had success with it. Now, the other client that I'm working with, his name is Siddiq, and he is out of India, and it's Sidddik, and his company's name is Empha, Empha, and he markets exclusively for recruitment agencies. And basically what he needed help with, he reached out to me on LinkedIn and he asked me, hey, would you want to, I know that you run your own business, but would you want to come and sell for my company on the side? I was like, well, maybe we can work something out, but I need you to understand, like, I need to dedicate like 80% of my time to my company. And if I've got a business meeting, if you give me a client meeting, I'm going to have to prioritize my business meeting. Unless you can heavily incentivize this being lucrative for my time and efforts, I'm going to have to always prioritize my, what I'm doing. This isn't a full job for me with you. And so he was understanding. And after we got on the phone, what he ended up saying, he ended up offering me an actual partnership opportunity. Sorry, that's my homework assignment. And I'm going to get on a few calls, do a few sales with him so he can see my, I got to prove myself and whatnot. And once that happens, I'll be in charge of essentially managing not the outreach, but the client acquisition and the relationship aspect with his clients and the project management. And so when he offered me that, I got to thinking. And I was like, he's more or less trying to recruit me for my mentorship services and to basically help him run his business. And I start to think, I was like, that's kind of what I really like doing. I like helping people. I want to have my hands in multiple pots. This seems like something I want to do. So I've been considering taking a little bit of a side route here. And I'm going to have my main organization, Hyas. That's my company's name. But I'm thinking maybe offer my services to be able to help other new upcoming business owners manage their organization as well. And I'm not going to go for equity in other people's companies because I wouldn't want to give away equity of my company, and I don't want to ask that of other people. That'll be the first lesson I teach them. I've two of the 3 people I'm forming partnerships with have offered me equity out the door, and I'm like, stop, okay? Stop doing this, or else I'm going to take part of your company, and nobody's going to be happy later on because I'm going to have to deal with crap, and you're going to have to deal with crap, and that's just, look, we'll do profit shares. Okay, that's what you need to do. Profit shares. Don't give me equity. That's your baby. But make it beneficial for me to make your company succeed. Give me profits. I don't want equity. And I could have been a jerk about it and been like, yeah, man, give me 50% of your company and I'll manage it for you. But I wouldn't want that to happen to me. And I'm a true believer in karma. So for anybody that might be watching this, I do offer my services. Currently, I'm still trying to figure out how I would price something like that. But basically, if you need help managing or running your business and you think that the progress that I've made and have been making has been good, let me know. Reach out and we can work something out. Some sort of profit sharing agreement, or maybe we can get it on a monthly retainer where you get a certain amount of my time every month, and I assist you with facilitating projects and client engagement and retention, and we'll just, yeah, I can help you with all that stuff if you're watching this. So anyways, on to some of the other stuff that I've been working with. That is where I'm working right now. I'm hoping that eventually with this main client, I will be able to make more than 2,000 next month. I'm thinking maybe it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to bring in 6,000 to 8,000 just from that client a month. Now I know that's enough for maybe one person, but if I'm running a business and I have a developer, that's not enough. So it's a good step in the right direction, but I think I need to start expanding into other branches. So that's what I'm thinking right now. All right, we're hitting about 11 minutes 30 seconds here, so we'll get going. Another project that I'm working on here is a newsletter. So first off, if you're interested in what the fuck did he do? Okay, well, this looked nicer before. Let's see if he messed up the other one too. Okay, this is what it looked like before. It's the same thing. He just straightened it out. Whatever. It's fine. My developers, I told them I'm stuck on something. The whole workflow works except right here at the very end. I can't get it to cycle through to where it sends each person on the list an individual email that's personalized. I almost had it, but then when it sent through it, here, I'll just show you an example. So initially, this is what it was doing. Well, that's not true. Initially, this is how it looked, which I thought this looked absolutely amazing. I love it. But then I was like, oh, here, let me adjust this. This is the way it looks. And I was like, you know what? I love the way that looks. But one thing that I wanted was I want where it says hello, I want it to say hey, and then the person's name that it's being sent to. I want it to be dynamic. And I almost had it, but then when I did have it, it was sending to each person individually, but when I made it dynamic, it spit out this crap. So I'm like, okay, what the heck is going on? Because you see, hello, Jason. I made it dynamic and it messed it up. I don't know what the heck it did. So I ended up bringing my developer in. I didn't want to pester him with this problem because he's working on that massive project for that other client. But I was like, hey, man, do you have an idea of how to maybe get this to be dynamic and filter through one at a time? And so he started looking at it and he's working on it right now. But yeah. So, but if you are interested in receiving a weekly AI innovations newsletter from Hyas, let me know. Drop your email in the comments, send me a message, however you want to get a hold of me. I think you've probably seen my email somewhere on there. You can directly email me if you want to. Just let me know, and I'll send you the form link, and you can just add yourself to it. And then every month, every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, you will get a newsletter that talks about the most recent updates and innovations in the AI field within the past 7 days. And you'll get that every single Monday at 7 a.m. every week. So it's completely free, nothing at all. And if you want to copy this workflow, by all means, go for it. I don't care at all. It pulls two RSS feeds. You don't need that's the URLs that I'm using. But you can, basically any news source that you want, you can put it into there. And you don't need this. And it should work for any news source. So, okay, well, I think that is really just about it. So, plans for the future moving forward. I'm going to have my hands in several pots here working on partnerships. And I think ultimately I want to work on building relationships and partnerships with people. I've came to the conclusion that there's three different types of people. There's the one-timers. There's the people that you go in, you've got a quick automation built out, and they want it. They pay you a quick $750,000, and you go on about your ways. Then you've got your second kind of people that are a little better. They're contracts, and it takes a couple months. There's some refinement process, maybe a few different pieces to the puzzle, but ultimately it's a one-time thing. Maybe there's some profit sharings involved, which is good. But then there's partnerships. And the nice thing about partnerships, that's what I really want to focus on, is because those are everlasting. A relationship is formed that continues to persist through the hard times, even when you mess up. There's some understanding involved, constant communication. Maybe you end up becoming actual friends and you get together for drinks sometime or something. That's what I want. I want that because not only does it help everybody grow, it connects multiple networks together to create a spider web of networks. Projects, anytime that you might know somebody like, hey, I have this idea. Can you bring it to life? And you just happen to know somebody. Do that, profit share. Everybody grows, everybody wins. It's a win-win. And so that's what I'm mostly focused on, is developing partnerships. And that's kind of where I'm at. So what you can expect from me is 30 days from now, you can expect an additional progress video. Hit the 90-day mark, the big 90. About to hit triple digits after 90 days, so that's pretty exciting. So hopefully we've got some good progress to provide you guys another 30 days from now. My goal is to double, if not triple, what I'm currently making now by the end of May. So hopefully we hit that mark. If not, we'll revisit it and figure out what we did wrong. But we're gonna keep pushing forward. We're making good progress. If you want the newsletter, reach out to me somehow. I'll get you over the link for this forum. And if you're interested in potentially forming either a partnership, or if you want my mentoring services, shoot me a message and we can get together and figure something out. Maybe some sort of annual deal, a monthly deal where you get a certain amount of my time per week, guaranteed. I don't know. I haven't refined that. That's something I'm still trying to figure out. But okay. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. We are hitting 17 and a half minutes, about to hit 18 minutes. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe to the video, please. It really helps out. I know we're not at much, but it is what it is. Every little bit counts. All right, guys. I'm going to head off here. Have a good one. Bye.